Hello everyone. In my previous video, I have explained auto-wiring using @auto-wide annotation. In this short video, I am going to explain @qualifier annotation and its purpose. As you know, @auto-wide annotation uses byte type auto-wiring by default. Okay, so when you have more than one bean with the same type, you will get issue. So how to resolve that using @qualifier? Let us run this example. We have an employee controller which is dependent on employee service. There are two implementations for this employee service. This is an interface, and we have employee hibernate implementation. In real time, this will call or use the hibernate functionality to get the data, and this JDBC IMPL uses JDBC to retrieve the data. But for our example sake, we have just uh, gave one system.out.println statement to demonstrate this example. Okay, if you see employee controller, we have a dependency on employee service, and we are using @auto-wide on constructor, so it uses constructor injection. And we have the get employees method, which calls get employees method from the employee service. And from the DI client, we are creating the application context by providing the config2.xml. So the Spring container will be created in this step, and we are asking Spring container to give me the bean of ID EMP controller. So what it does, it goes to config2.xml and checks the bean of employee controller, creates the bean, and auto-wide the dependency of employee JDBC IMPL and returns to controller. But what happens if we have two beans with same type? See, this is also employee service, this is also employee service. So now @auto-wide annotation, since it uses by type, now it gets confused which one to inject. Let us run this example and see the error. Can you see the error? It could not inject because there are two matching beans of same type. Can you see? It is expecting single matching bean but found two. How to resolve this issue using @qualifier? Let us go to a employee controller class. We have used @auto-wide on constructor. To resolve this issue, add annotation qualifier and provide the bean ID. So the ambiguity is resolved by adding the bean ID. Now the Spring, when it is trying to auto-wire by type, even though there are two dependencies, @qualifier is asking to pick the bean with the ID ABC. Let us see what is ABC. Let us change it to Hibernate and see the output, whether we are going to get the statement that we added in the Hibernate implementation class. Let us run now. So the ambiguity is resolved by using @qualifier. Okay, so this is resolving the ambiguity. Say we have added you know that at the rate auto can be used on the top of the constructor or on setter method. Let us go back to setter method and add it here at the rate auto. Okay. Now I did not use the qualifier and trying to run the client. Now we will get the issue again as there are two beans of type. So how to resolve this? Can you see the same thing happen? In config 2, since we are using setter injection, make this as property instead of constructor all. Let us run back the client and see whether we are going to get the same error which we got earlier. Can you see? We got the same issue because at the rate auto by default uses by type and it found two beans of same type. So how to resolve this? Go back to the setter method where we added the at the rate auto and add the annotation at the rate qualifier and provide this time give xyz. That means this is resolving the ambiguity by mentioning the bean id which needs to be injected. If you look in the configuration, now we should get this dependency because we have specified bean id in the qualifier. So we should get the output as JDBC implementation. Hope you understand how to use at the rate qualifier. So basically at the rate qualifier is to help when there is more than one bean with same type. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel and share your comments. And if you have any doubts, please ask in the comment section. Thank you.